Pakistan will split into 4 parts by the end of this year.
लेकिन पाकिस्तान खंडित होकर एक देश बनेगा जिसका नाम होगा बलूचिस्तान, दूसरा देश होगा जिसका नाम होगा पख्तूनिस्तान और तीसरा होगा देश जिसका नाम होगा पंजाब।
Well, that is what BJP leader Nishikant Dube has claimed amid escalating tensions between India and Pakistan after the tragic Pahalgam terror attack. While this may sound like a dramatic headline, it's not the first time that people have predicted the breakup of Pakistan. In fact, many leaders and experts, including UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath and Yoga Guru Ramdev, have warned that the country is on the brink of collapse. But what exactly is happening inside Pakistan to make these claims so popular? Let's break it down. First, Balochistan. The richest yet the most oppressed province of Pakistan has been exploited for years for its vast gas, gold, copper and oil reserves, while its public lives in poverty. The China-Pakistan economic corridor has only worsened the situation, with China reportedly plundering Baloch resources under protection of Pakistan's military. Now, the Baloch Liberation Army is a separatist group that has been fighting for Balochistan's independence for years. The Baloch people who live in parts of Pakistan, Iran and Afghanistan have faced discrimination and neglect. The BLA believes that Balochistan should not be under Pakistan's control, especially since it was forced into Pakistan in the year 1948 after the Khan of Kalat, the leader of Balochistan, was pressured to join Pakistan. Now, the BLA's main goal is to gain independence for Balochistan, which they argue has been exploited for its resources while the Baloch people remain poor. They also accuse the Pakistani government of committing human rights violations, including the disappearances of Baloch political activists and leaders. On 11th of March this year, the BLA went on to hijack a train, the Jafar Express, that had over 450 passengers on board. The Pakistani officials said that at least 64 people, including 18 soldiers and 33 attackers, were killed during the incident and 38 others were injured. But that is not it. BLA has continued its attack against Pakistan. On 25th of April this year, 10 Pakistani army personnel were killed in an IED attack by Baloch Liberation Army in Quetta. Just a day before that, BLA killed 7 Pakistani army personnel and injured 4 others in separate attacks in Balochistan. The Sindhi nationalist movement, often described as a Sindhu Desh movement, is also gaining renewed momentum inside Pakistan's Sindh, home to the ancient Indus Valley civilization that has long maintained a distinct cultural and linguistic identity separate from Pakistan's dominant Punjabi elite. After Pakistan's formation in the year 1947, Sindhis faced forced assimilation policies, including imposition of Hindu, which many perceived as a deliberate erasure of their cultural and linguistic heritage. Over decades, resentment against Islamabad's centralized control and economic exploitation of Sindh's resources has grown steadily. In recent years, Sindhi nationalist groups, including the Sindhu Desh Liberation Army, have become increasingly active. They're carrying out attacks on Pakistani military targets and Chinese infrastructural projects associated with the CPEC, that is the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Notably, Sindhi insurgents have joined hands with Baloch separatists and elements of the Pashtun movement, forming a loose anti-Islamabad alliance. Another region is Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, home to the Pashtun population. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has always had troubled relationship with Pakistan. The Durand Line, which is an artificial border imposed by the British in the year 1893, divided Pashtuns between Afghanistan and British India. Years later, even after Pakistan's creation in the year 1947, Pashtuns never fully accepted the Durand Line as a legitimate border. For decades, Pakistan has suppressed Pashtun nationalism and used Khyber Pakhtunkhwa as a breeding ground for extremist groups to serve its interest in Afghanistan. However, the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, which was once created by Pakistan's own military, has now turned against Islamabad, launching a large-scale attacks on Pakistani security forces. Its most recent attack came nearly a month ago when Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan announced jihad against the Pakistani army. For many years, Punjab controlled everything: military, economy and politics, while other provinces suffered under exploitation. But now even Punjab is feeling the heat. The province faces rising inflation, political instability and an economic crisis. People in other provinces are increasingly unhappy with the Punjab-led government, and calls for separation are growing louder. Experts believe that Punjab now feels isolated and powerless, marking a major shift in Pakistan's political landscape. Pakistan's ethnic minorities, the Baloch, the Sindhi and Pashtuns, are tired of military rule, economic exploitation and cultural suppression. As various regions demand their rights and independence, the future of Pakistan remains uncertain.